BT's Body and Balance is sponsored by Canada Diagnostic Centres, offering MRI, X-ray, and ultrasound services in Calgary and Okotoks.
18% of breast cancer cases will occur in women under the age of 50 in our country. About 1,000 will be under the age of 40. Well, these younger women face unique challenges with their cancer care, and our health specialist Leah Sarich now with how new guidelines might be able to help.
Yes, and this is all thanks, of course, to Rethink Breast Cancer. So they're an organization that supports young women with breast cancer, so women in their 20s, 30s, and 40s. And of course, they do amazing work. And what they've done is they've just released some new care guidelines. There's 10 care guidelines for these young women, and it's about advocating for yourself in the healthcare system, something I'm really passionate about. And the reality is that this group of patients, they face really unique needs when it comes to their cancer treatment, their diagnosis, and their care.
Our doctors are amazing, but they're very, very busy, so a lot of them don't have the opportunity or the time to go through the specific needs that young women have with a breast cancer diagnosis. So our goal with these care guidelines is to get them in the hands of young women who are affected by or concerned about breast cancer and arm them with the ammunition to go and be their own advocate for their health and make sure that they're getting the care they need, and to reach out to us, Rethink Breast Cancer, or other organizations. There's a lot of amazing organizations there to support them and help them, and other young women who have been through that same path that are here to help and want to help make their journey a little bit better.
That's what it's all about, right? Tash, of course, is so amazing. She herself is a breast cancer survivor. She was diagnosed at the age of 32 when she had a 14-month-old son at home. So this is really challenging, which is why she can really speak to one of these care guidelines, which has to do with child care. So when a young woman receives one of these diagnoses, they're saying this woman needs to be explained and helped with getting child care options, right? Because what are you going to do if you've got a young child at home, right? A lot of people don't have family in town that could step up and help. Another guideline deals with how to talk to your young family about a cancer diagnosis, because of course this could be very scary for young children who are seeing mommy so sick, right? So that's another guideline. Another one, and this is such a huge piece of the puzzle, has to do with fertility, because a lot of women don't even realize that a lot of chemotherapy can annihilate their fertility altogether. So they need to be consulted about this. And in Tasha's case, you know, she wanted a second child.
In my case, I had a 14-month-old son, but had planned to have at least another child, and had to make a pretty quick decision within the matter of 24 hours whether or not I wanted to go ahead with chemotherapy in the amount of time they needed me to get started so that my cancer wouldn't grow, or whether I wanted to go see a fertility doctor and risk that my breast cancer might continue to grow for the opportunity of maybe having another child. In my case, I decided that I wanted to focus on living and being here for the child that I already had, but I know it's a devastating decision for lots of women who are going through that same process.
Oh my goodness, what a horrible decision to have to make.
Absolutely, it's crazy. I mean, Tasha says she has spoken to so many young women that weren't even told that what chemotherapy would do to their fertility.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, other issues, I think for anybody suffering from this, is financial. The
financial side, yeah, absolutely. This adds a whole other layer of stress. And specifically when it comes to young women, if you think about it, Tasha says women are often just at the point where they're just building their careers. So they're just trying to work a lot and establish themselves, and they can't do that in this case. So that's something that's unique to this age group. The other thing that it's unique to this age group is they may just be in a new job, so they don't to an already very stressful situation.
Very quickly, Leah, I know also your appearance, that's a very big deal.
Absolutely. One of the guidelines addresses definitely the appearance when it comes to young women, because of course many of these women, you know, they're going to lose their breasts, they're going to lose their hair, and you know, that has a huge impact on their self-identity, on their sexuality, and many of these women are still dating, or they're just in a new marriage. So, you know, it is a very difficult situation for these women, and that's what these care guidelines are all about, arming these women with the information that they need.
Health specialist Leah Sarich, thank you very much
You're
for this.
Very welcome.
More on your blog.
More on my blog, you bet.
BreakfastTelevision.ca is the way to find that.